Waters, and he just pumps it long.
Lynch will come into play here. Actually stays out of it. Chick. And they're inside 50. And again, it is Hansen.
3 marks in front every time. Not a good start for Roberts Thompson.
For the year for Ashley Hansen. Certainly within range. Goals are to be cherished today. And he'll love that one.
Well, that was a wonderful piece of vision here. As we watched this kick go round, we saw them stand side by side. He just had to be on his shoulder. Kicking round the corner, the kick is always going to drop short. And, I mean, that's just a little bit of slack defensive work.
And
now comes to Rowan Jones. Twists, turns, gives it back to Stengline. Now back to Rowan Jones. Now to Braun as Sydney put up the wall. To Waters, who just throws it on the left boot. It's a high ball inside 50. There's Matthews, can't take the one-hander. Roberts Thompson mops up. Buchanan under pressure. Under real pressure. Off the ground! Judd's got it!
you cannot afford to fumble in grand finals. Buchanan fumbled, couldn't get it the second effort, and the champion pounced. Bonus goal, West Coast Eagles. And we'll have a look at here. Roberts Thompson gets the handball out to Buchanan, can't control it, loses it. Goal.
Rob, I'd like to make something here that I think that John Worsfold's made the best move of the day. When the Eagles kicked their first goal, Hunter's gone forward.
He said, the Eagles, this is Brett Jones into the 50. Here comes Lynch. It wasn't well placed for him. On the next line, Hunter across to Cousins. He's been running all year and he's finishing strongly.
Well, what a fly, what a start, and goals to stars in Judd, Cousins, and we'll have a look at that costly fumble by Jolly out on the wing, and just backs his pace as Ben Cousins to hook that one around his body. Last two goals, the result of fumbles by Sydney.
He ignores him and goes over to Matthews. He's got O'Keefe loose at half-back, and he can mark and go. Ryan O'Keefe for the Sydney Swans. He's got O'Loughlin on the lead, and O'Loughlin's got it, and he's within range.
He's got a hang in.
We'll soon find out.
44-31 to be precise. It's a left to righter, and the Swans have got their first on the board. Kerr's been quiet. Matthews wearing him like a glove, but he gets a stat here as Daniel Kerr's off.
Played.
Quick give to Judd, who'll kick into space to Hunter. Bounces off his chest. It was a difficult one to take. Free kick, advantage played. Fletcher into the pocket. Hansen's all by himself, and he will have a shot at goal. And he makes no mistake.
Running from behind though by Chick, and here we go by hand again. The Eagles off halfback. Fletcher, Chick forced to kick this time. The old helicopter. Hunter's pretty good at getting underneath them. Richards, reckless abandonment. Now here's Embley. It's all open for him. Goods going hard. Embley going hard enough to kick the goal.
It's a West Coast Eagles free in this marking contest. Hunter pushed out of the way, and it falls to the advantage of Embley. He's sharp enough and smart enough to say, I'll play on. Umpire says, let's go. Advantage called, and he nails it. And Embley needed that because he'd struggled to get into the game.
Just a little bit off their best, and in the end, Hall had the job ahead of him. Schneider. He's got a man loose. That was well played. Great vision. And Fosdyke, as you said, he had a couple of options, and in the end, it's Ben Matthews he chooses for the year. But he has kicked 3 straight from set shots this year. And from there, you'd have to say he's a good chance of putting one through. And it's only the Swans' second, so that is vital. the moment, but they are looking better, even though it's the Eagles through Chick and now Hunter, who are moving forward for Kerr. Look at him glide through the middle, so composed. He's got a great football brain. It was perfect for Lynch. Absolutely sensational play by the Eagles, and it deserves a goal. And Big Q gets the first chance to throw the glove off.
Well, the big fella set himself up, but when you've got a player who runs and carries, this is an 80-metre play by Daniel Kerr. And when you've got a defender running back like Leo Barry, he's in all sorts of trouble. And the Big Q, this is his big moment, Hutto.
1 goal 4 last week. Don't want to put any pressure on him, Rob. But the mitten is off, and he's got the feel of the footy. You can see exactly what he's confronted. There's plenty of Eagles scarves behind the goals. They'll be up as one if he gets it all right here. And there they go.
It is an amazing game.
Bolton having his chance, and Cox and Selwood, and you could just see them all going forward in a wave. Fletcher, his left foot might just find Lynch again. He's got one, he might get two.
Too strong, but again, a very Quinton Lynch. Well, this will happen.
Been a big couple of minutes for Quinton Lynch. The Eagles are rolling at the G. Davis could be the man who could change things. He sneaks to within range, sets it up for O'Loughlin. Had him done. He had him done. Chick was wrong-footed.
Should have tackled, should have wrapped up his opponent.
Oh.
He did it hard.
Oh, don't tell me.
He's celebrating, so it is a goal.
I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, wow.
Come in. Been given a goal, I reckon. Overriding umpire, the non-controlling umpire. So what?
I mean, the only thing, you know, as we watch this build up here, is that Paul Roos won't panic. He never panics in the coach's box.
He might be panicking now. He's got good reason to.
No, I'm still saying. I know that's just, well, that's footy. And Canelli hasn't done that too many times in his life. And really, was that holding the ball? And the answer is no.
He put the ball to ground
and hit it away.
Now, I think
but he slipped when he hit the ground. It wasn't a free kick.
No, we need to have a look at it again. And we will. But not before Ben Cousins makes them pay.
Cox, tap was sharked by Goods, who had the kick smothered by Cousins. Here's Hunter, fed it out to Judd. Now McVeigh, quickly on the boot into the pockets. And the mark's been taken by Davis.
It's two important touches in the second half of the second term.
Must kick goal for the Swans, and Davis has threaded it right through the middle.